Hello, and welcome to your sneak preview of the upcoming System 1 PCH. This is your HRIS/payroll system coming. The first phase will be rolled out September the 17th with new time clocks as well as new payroll processing. So let's get started. Alright, so the web address will be www.1pch.com. Alright, this is the page you will come to, your login. This is for all PCH associates. The system is not completely built as of today. So what we're showing you is the pieces that are in place. And just please understand, we're trying to just give you a sneak preview of the technology we're going to. Okay? We do have a test employee in the system that I will be using. Okay, and click Login. Alright, the first time you log in, it's going to ask you for select a delivery method. It needs to send you an access code. This is for additional security. Alright, you can receive a text, voice notification, or email. Okay, this information currently is being pulled from ADP portal. Okay, this is your personal information. If it's wrong and it gets pulled into the system, then you are going to have a hard time getting your access code. So I encourage you to go into ADP portal, update your personal information. If to receive a text through your cell phone, make sure your primary phone is your cell phone number. Okay, and then make sure you have a personal email address in there that comes to your phone. Okay, so I'm going to select email. Alright, so then you have 5 minutes to receive the access code, which it normally comes automatically, and enter the access code. Okay, we'll wait on the access code, but while we're doing that, it will continue to go through this process as far as requesting an access code unless you check that box. Do not ask me for codes again on this computer for the next 30 days. So make sure you check that box, okay? Alright. The other thing it's going to do while we're waiting on the access code is to on first login, it's going to make you change your temporary password. We'll give you a temporary password, but on your first login, you'll need to make it a permanent password. Okay? Need to make sure you remember that. If you write it down, make sure you keep it in a secure location. The other thing it's going to have you do is answer 4 security questions. Okay? The security questions are like any others. What's your mother's maiden name? What was your first pet's name? Things like that. The most important thing for you to do is to remember the answers. Okay? If you have to write them down, please keep them in a secure location. Okay? Alright, we're still waiting on the security code to come. Alright, the security code Alright, so now we're in the system, okay? This is the screen it will come up on. This is basically your home screen. This screen right here is somewhat a screen that you can customize a little bit. These 4 blocks is something that you can customize, okay? These can be changed out. Let me show you how to do that. You see the X in the right hand corner, just exit out and then it's gone, okay? It's gone. Alright, so I want to add, I think I want to change mine. These are called quick links, and what they do is it saves you from, let's see, what do I want to do? I want pay history on mine, okay? So if these are quick links that if you click on them, it's going to take you directly there versus you having to go up here and use this, okay? Alright, so let's add another one. So click the add button, your quick link. I want to see view opportunities, okay? Because I always want to see what's available in PCH. Alright, so those are changeable. The one that's probably really important for you to know and probably to be on your home screen is time and attendance. Time and attendance is something you will probably go to most often. There's where you will see your time cards, your punches, your schedule, as well as request time off. Okay? This is pending approval. If you've got something out there that needs approval, you'll see it here. Okay? And then because this is a temp employee, you're not going to see what goes right here because it's pay statements. This employee will not have pay statements because it's a temp, like a temp test employee. So pay statements, you'll see that over in the left-hand corner. Okay, they are trying to work it where we can see our paid time off balances also, but that's still in the works, and hopefully we can get that to work out. All right, looking up here, this bar is always the same for an associate. Request, myself. This is everything under myself that we'll go through. My company, that's my company. Okay, managers, we'll have a couple of more categories up here. Now over here in this bar, test 1 is the employee's name. So that would say Amanda Smitherman. And this is the drop down menu under my name. I can change my password here, edit the navigation menu, and my preferences. Hit the home button, it's going to take me back to this page. But this is consistent across any page you go to, so just hit the home button, you'll come back here. Inbox, that's if I have any messages. And this is not linked to your Outlook. Okay, this is messages internal to the system. And then if I need some help, I can click down on this menu, and then always remember to log out after you've been in the system. Okay? Alright, so this is the one that your home screen. Another one you could use is this one. This one is has a lot more information on it, and once again, we're still building this out and testing it. So right now they've got pay, benefits, a quote, a message from the CEO, maybe some news from HR, and some spotlights where we might recognize people, things like that. So this page is customized for the company. So in order to toggle back and forth, just hit the arrow key, okay, on either side. Alright, let's go through the tabs. Alright, myself. Myself is your information, okay? And let's start with personal. Okay, the personal tab. Let me just orientate you to the tab. On your right hand side, you will always have things I can do, and then quick tours and tips. Things I can do for this page. That's the name, address, and telephone number. Okay, that's what we're on. Okay. Things I can do for the tab. The tab is the personal tab. So you add contacts, add private information. Okay, so let's do something on the Bobby test 1. Okay, let's edit his address. So you click edit right here. Alright, let's change his address to 5 Test Lane. Okay, you can change the whole thing. Alright, scroll down just so you can see everything. Okay, and then once you're done, okay, you definitely put an effective date and then hit save. Okay, so that is going through the system. Okay, some of the requests that we do will have a workflow process built to it, meaning if I make a change, it will go to someone electronically for approval. Once it's approved, it will be changed in the system. Okay, so some of them have workflow. Okay, contacts. Contacts is all contacts connected to you, whether it's beneficiary, dependent, emergency contact. Okay, so you can add someone right here. All right, let's go to property. Property is what has been issued to you upon employment or during your employment. So if you're issued a computer, a cell phone, keys, it will be noted right here, and it will be put in by potentially human resources or your issuing manager. Private information is basically that: social, date of birth, things like that. Okay, disability status, payroll. So you'll be able to see all this. And other personal information. This is basically your Marriott service date. That's basically when you started working with a Marriott property. Okay? Marriott EID, that is your enterprise ID. That is very important that you remember that that EID as well as your login to the Marriott system, because this is how we're going to connect any training that you've done through My Learning. Jobs. This is your job summary of what current job you're in and previous jobs. Okay, it doesn't have a lot of history because once again this is a test employee. Career and education, once again that's not going to have a lot of information in it, but license is something that has a recertification date. Skills, additional skills that you may have. Okay. Previous employment could be listed here. You can add previous employment. Awards, so if you're awarded Associate of the Month or Manager of the Year, that would be put in here. Some of these, if you'll notice, some of these tabs you have access to edit, some you do not. Okay, it will be put in by someone else. Okay, and relocation. Now you are, this is actually a good good screen to complete, because if you're willing to relocate to one of our other 8 properties in Alabama, it would be nice for you to put it in here. That way, when we're looking to see who qualifies for positions in the system, we can see who is willing to relocate. That helps in hiring decisions. All right. Okay, time and attendance. Time and attendance is not completely built out yet. They're still working on that. But this is where you will come to see your time card, your schedule, as well as request time off. Okay? So you'll see all that. Pay. Pay is where you will come and see your current pay stub. Pay history. Now, all your pay stubs from go live date previous will not be in the system. You need to go ahead and pull those bi-weekly until we go live, and keep those in a secure place. If you do not, or you lose them, you can request them through corporate payroll, but there will be a process for that. Year-to-date summary. The year-to-date totals will roll over. Direct deposit. This is where you add, delete direct deposit. So we're going to add one. Oh, I might have went too fast. Hold on. Over here is where you add, delete, and you can print. So let's see if we can add one. Yeah, it's not going to let me, but because I don't have a correct routing number. But just showing you how you can fill it in. Okay, so I put a flat rate of $20. Okay, so it's not going to let me put in a routing number, a valid one. I don't have a valid routing number. Okay, income tax. This is where you can come in, change income tax withholding right here. Okay. And then your W-2 statements. Now your W-2 statements will just start showing up this year. Okay? Let's go to benefits tab right here. You have current benefits. You see that there. This is listed what the test employee has. You'll see a list on beneficiary dependents of your beneficiaries or dependents. Okay? Go to PTO page. This is your paid time off. Your personal, sick, and vacation. This is how much you've earned. This is how much you have used. And this is what would be available. Okay? This is kind of neat. It's linked as service. Okay? Healthcare eligibility is where associates can go to see their Affordable Care Act status and hours. So those people that are looking at their hours, making sure they keep their hours up in order to maintain insurance, this is the tab you'll go to. The 1095-C is something you'll need at tax filing time. It shows whether you had insurance with us during the year and which months. So you will pull that from here. Next is open enrollment. Open enrollment, once we go through open enrollment this year, I think in October-November time frame, this is the tab we will come to. Okay? Life events. Now, life events is a little bit different with this new system versus the old system. The old system, it was, life events was more if we were had a death in the family, a birth, a marriage, a divorce, things like that, and we would have to come and change our insurance. In the new system, a life event is any reason we need to enroll in insurance. So that would be those main life events, the birth, death, divorce, marriage, things like that. But also, if you're a new hire, if we rehire you, or someone that changes status and is newly eligible. So anybody that's going to be enrolling in insurance for any reason or need to add or change someone, it would go through this screen. Okay? The life events of the regular birth, death, marriage, things like that, those still apply to be to the benefit programs. Okay? And then documents. Documents is the associate will be able to see some documents that's in the personnel file going forward, and this is where they will see those documents. Okay, so we've gone through each one of the myself tabs. Okay, let's go through my company. My company has 3. Company information. Currently we have the mission statement and core values, but this is where you'll find company information. We have electronic forms, Currently we just have the handbook out here, but if you're looking for a particular form that the company uses, it's probably right in here. And then view opportunities. View opportunities is a new component that will allow us as associates and managers to apply for internal transfers. No, you don't have to go to HR and get a form and complete it any longer. It is now electronically. This is still being built out, but you'll be able to see all the available positions that you can apply for. And then when you click on the position, it'll come up to this screen, and then you apply now. And then go through the steps. Okay? So once again, that's still being built out, and so more to come on that. Alright, and how do you get back home? Alright, that has been your sneak preview of the upcoming System 1 PCH. If you have questions, please email 1pch@pchresorts.com, spell out 1, or visit our blog, www.1pchblog.com.